try!
Well, it's our first week back in. The boys have come off different programs, so a bit of club rugby. Guys obviously went to Singapore, some guys had a break, and then some guys have come out of the Wallaby setup. So we wanted to see how everyone trained this week, and we felt that 2 training sessions wasn't enough for us to see, so we wanted to watch the boys out there today and make our final decision there. We'd had a discussion about our starting 15 and we're pretty comfortable with those guys. There's a lot of competition for the bench spots, and we just wanted to see how those guys train this week. So we'll have a meeting now. We'll announce it internally tonight, and then tomorrow we'll most likely let everyone know.
Will Christian be in the mix?
He's done everything. He's done everything that he needs to do to get himself right for selection. He played a game of 4th grade on the weekend for Tuggeranong against Royals, and I thought he played exceptionally well. Prior to that, played in Singapore for 30 minutes with the boys, and again thought he played really well. So yeah, his progression has been good, and he's put himself in the mix for selection this week.
It must be nice as a coach to have someone like that, have Thomas back, have Scotty back in the starting 15 at the right time of the year.
Yeah. I think this is the first time since I've been coached that we've had all but 2 players available. So we've got 37 in the squad at the moment. 35 of those guys are available for selection this weekend, which is a perfect scenario for us. We're already guaranteed a quarter-final berth here in Canberra in 2 weeks' time. The boys have gone through, like I said, various programs over the last couple of weeks, but their fitness is where it needs to be, and we've got everyone available for selection. So yeah, it's a real boost to have those guys available. Thomas, Christian, Benny A, Scotty C, all our experienced players, everyone back on deck for the game this weekend.
But you stuck with relatively the same starting 15 now, 4th game in a row.
Yep.
Is that a sign that you want the continuity there?
Yeah, for me as a coach, I certainly like that combination. I like the boys to get out there and feel combination and feel comfortable within that combination. And like I said, we've been lucky with injury this year. We've got to this point of the season, and everyone's available. And we certainly felt over the last 4 rounds of the competition we're starting to find a bit of combination. So that combination's worked for us. We'll go with it again this week.
How hard is it to make sure they don't fall into that trap of just thinking you're going to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, I think the closer they get to the game, the more real it's going to be. For us, it's about, for us as coaches, it's about making sure that we set the right standards of training, make sure that the guys are concentrating on how they need to play on the weekend. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the guys getting carried away. I've seen plenty of energy and plenty of motivation and plenty of chat. Our focus is squarely on playing this game this weekend. We're, like I said, fortunate to have a quarter-final at home here in 2 weeks. But we want to make sure that we get our game right before we get to that game. So the focus is very much on performing well against the Reds this week.
If Christian is there, how much of a boost is that?
Well, I think you saw it in Singapore. He came on with 30 minutes to go with Thomas, and both of them really added some impact to the team. Maybe increased the confidence level of the players around them, but we put on, it was 14-all when he came on, and we put on 40 points in that last 30 minutes. So he was a real boost to the side that week. I think it'll be the same if he gets his opportunity this weekend. Then I think it'll increase the confidence of the other players out there.
What has it been for Byron Leali's future at the club if he does come back in the sense of his squad under pressure?
Yeah, there'll be good competition. Yeah, we haven't decided upon our 10s for next year at this stage, but yeah, we will wait and see how Christian goes, and we'll make a decision after that.
What's it been like training with Christian? How's he sort of been going?
Yeah, he's been unbelievable, but he's been here all year as well, so it's not the first time he's been in here. He's been around the club, he's been doing his own rehab, he's been doing everything he can to get himself right, and just in that, inspiration for the boys. I mean, just having him around, seeing him laugh, and the way he leads the group off the field is amazing. So it's no difference if he's on or if he's off. I mean, the boys are going to lift with having him around anyway. So if he does get named tonight, then I'm going to be really excited to play with him again.
Coach, what does it mean? Obviously, you were named co-captains at the start of the year, but do you hand the reins to him, or how do you feel about that?
Yep, straight away.
Yeah, so he said he was going to take over everything when he gets back. No, we spoke about that, and generally when I'm on the field, I run everything through the 10 anyway. So that's Christian's spot, and he's the co-captain. It's the same as last year. I mean, I run every decision line out wise through him, and he speaks to me. So I have absolutely no doubt that it's going to be the same. It's going to be a seamless transition when he comes back on. Just the energy he brings and the chat and the experience he has in that back line is just going to lift the boys. So I've no doubt if selected, he's going to be good to go.
But Carts will be captain. Yeah, just to clarify.
Run on captain.
Carts will be run on captain, and he'll be captain whilst he's on the field. Yep.
I guess there's a chance too that Benny could come onto that bench and finally snap that record. That's another factor this week.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't spoken about that all week because last time we spoke about it and made a big deal, he popped his kneecap out. So we're really excited for him if he gets the opportunity to play that game. And ironically enough, it's against George Smith this weekend if he gets named. So it's an amazing achievement for him and his family and everything he's done over the last 10 years for the Brumbies. So I know he's personally excited. So I can't wait to see if he gets that opportunity.
Carts, what about the season in general? Like a big couple of weeks coming up for you guys to build some momentum. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I feel really good. I mean, we had a bit of a disjointed kind of month because we had a bit of momentum leading into June, but then the Wallabies break came and a few of the boys played with the Wallabies, a few of the boys played back here. Then we all had a week off and we came back this week, and it's been really good. The freshness of the boys has been spot on. The energy, the intensity of training Sunday, Monday and today was exactly where we wanted to be at this time of the year. So I'm really excited.
You got the Reds last time and put on a lot of points in the second half there, but up until then it was quite tight. Are you expecting them to come out quite fired up?
Absolutely. It's up at Suncorp. They've been preparing up there all week, and you look at the players they've got on the roster and they're a class team, so we can't take them easily by no means. So it's not going to be perfect going out there after a month and a half off. So the main thing is the intent and the energy we bring to the game. So if we can get that right and play our own game, I've no doubt we can get a good result.
Obviously in the second row as well, I haven't seen their team, but if Rob Simmons and Kane Douglas are playing, was the other lock that the Reds had in?
Lucan Tui, Isaac Rodder.
Like those guys are going to, especially against yourself and Rory, going to be wanting to prove a point there as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the whole forward pack's going to be aiming up. I mean, led by Stephen Moore, if he's starting, he's got a point to prove as well. I mean, against his old club, they got the experience of Higgers and George in the back row. So I've no doubt they're going to be up for the contest, and it's going to be a tough battle for us up front.
Personally, how did you find being back with the Wallabies? What did you take out of the last few weeks?
Yeah, it was good. I was really excited to be back in the group and get the opportunity to represent my country again, which is something I always strive to do. And the intensity and the physicality and the energy we were training with all June was right up there. And although that Scotland game didn't really go our way, it wasn't a reflection of the effort or the attitude the boys had during that period. So I've no doubt if we stick to it and keep the same attitude and intensity, the tide will turn. The results will come.